Peace, my family, and rattle back to all. Those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time, welcome. This your girl, the butterfly, and we about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right and that good mind. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys are definitely moving on up, family, in your higher nature and cleansing the lows. Alright, now I came on here today to express how y'all feeling today. Hope you guys are speaking out positive things to yourself each and every day, first thing in the day. Sending out your prayers, doing your meditations if you can, setting out a good routine, a healthy routine, to make sure that you are hitting each mark, hitting each goal, taking each step you need to take to get to where you need to be spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. Alright, now, and mentally. So, again, how y'all feeling? We've been going through the Holy Quran. How y'all feel about that? It's real, right? Oh yeah. Again, going through the scriptures, right, is very important. All the scriptures, whether people know it or not, it matters. It matters for your spiritual growth. Because again, understanding why you were created, understanding why we're here on this planet, understanding who you are is very important while you're here in this lifetime. So ultimately, getting the right knowledge is what is needed. And the way our master teacher breaks it all down and translates for you, because he does know the languages of the scriptures, is there for you to eat up. And again, as I'm reading through these stories, getting refreshing and things like that within my own self, ultimately it just comes down to is what I'm seeing is getting straight to the point. It's about us as a nation all over the planet. It's about listening to what the Most High says. It goes back to listening and following the laws and the statutes and commandments that were, brought to us before and given down, sent to us from before. It's very important. And whether people know it or not, think it's real or not, again, when the facts are presented, you can't argue with that, right? You can if you want to, but when the facts are presented, it is what it is. And if you do your research, you'll realize it's all the truth. And so, once you get a grip of just realizing that, of course, that you have been lied to about things, and there's so much details in these stories that will help you to break down and understand why certain things were set up the way that it is, and so much confusion out here, and people don't know what way to turn, right? Now realizing that all the scriptures matter. All of it matter. Now, our true culture is Nuwapu, right? A true way of life, right? Right? Okay. But of course, all the noble prophets came down to give us what we need, the message, to give us what we need, right? To feed us, spiritually feed us, and get us going, living in, our true lifestyle, our true way of life. Getting us back right. And again, we are all one bloodline. All of us. Whether people know it or not, we are all one. We've all been mixed in. We're all one. Right? And so all of the scriptures, all of the ancient tablets, Sumerian doctrines, the Egyptians, all of it matters. The Anunnaki, because all of it's connected. All it came from the Most High. All of it is for you to learn and eat up. All of it. That will lead you up to the whole truth. All of the truth. All of the universal right knowledge of what you need to know to let you know how deeply it goes. Because when you speak on extraterrestrials and celestial beings, intergalactical beings, interdimensional beings, again, that's what we're really speaking on. But you won't know this unless you read. You won't know this unless you have the facts. You won't know this unless you have the right knowledge. Angels are extraterrestrials, celestials, intergalactical, interdimensional beings. From other galaxies. Right? And when you're in communication with these beings in Anunnaki, things like that, when you are in tune with your spiritual guides and your angels, that's what you're in tune with. What people don't know. For sure. That's what you're in tune with. When you're speaking on your bloodline, when you're calling on your bloodline, whether people know it or not. Because the Anunnaki helped procreate you and sped you up to a Homo sapien, to a mortal, to who you are today. And that's real, right? That's reality, right? So when people get a grasp on what reality really is and what the truth really is, and begin to accept that truth and the facts for what they really are, then you're moving on up. Because it's about accepting yourself and who you are. All of it. And people may feel as if, the Anunnaki made us slaves and things like that. That is all true in the beginning. But you got to get the whole story, right? It's more to it than that, right? And they now have given us a chance to ascend, right? And, be like in the likeness of being like us, right? Right. Because that's who we are, right? It's giving you a chance to do so, right? In this lifetime, right? Right now, right? And so that's very key to remember. So, it's not all bad, It's good and bad. It's balanced. Because we have to learn how to accept things for what they are. Question, did you create yourself? No. And is lost to this. And again, we must follow the laws. Because that's what's going to help you ascend and get back up out of here when the time comes. So, what people don't know, and some people do, right? So it's very important that we don't let the past repeat ourselves. So as we continue to go through these scriptures, realizing that this has happened before. This has happened before. Many times this has happened before. And we're living in that time again. Right now. And again, that's why it's so important to don't miss your ride. Really. Because, again, you must know the truth. That's what is said in the scriptures, right? You must know the truth. You gotta know it. You can't not know it and think you're finna fly up out of here. You gotta know the truth. So it's not about, feeling you bypass it all. You have to know it. Because again, by knowing it, that's what's going to make you free. It's going to break the chains inside of you and raise your consciousness levels up and break the spell. You got to know it. And now that it is being put out, it's been being put out for a very long time now. It's on everyone to decide for yourselves if you want to take that ride, if you really want to go on that good journey with it. Everyone gets a choice, right? Many are called, right, to the event. Many are called to it. Do they answer the call? And again, do you answer the call? Because that's what it is. You choose yourself. You answer the call. Yeah, you want to do it? Yeah, you want to do it? If that's what you want to do, and you ready, you want to do it, then go ahead and do it. Right? Sounds simple, right? All you gotta do is learn the knowledge of who you are in the scriptures. That's it. All of it, right? And I know that takes a lot of time out your day. Of course, that's why you set time for it, just like you set time for any personal hobbies that you may have going on in your reality. You gotta set time for the Most High. That's very important. Priorities, very important, because again, that's the reason why you're here. You had to set time, family. One moment, family. All right now. And again, some people may also still question, is this really the truth? Well, since we've been lied to so much, that's a good question, right? You gotta question. You question everything. We're taught to do that. You're supposed to do that. So, continue to question. Continue to pray and ask, right? Let the Most High lead you, right? And you'll begin to see things for yourself. And again, He'll be able to show you certain things for yourself that you cannot deny, right? So everything is meant for you if you really want to know. And this journey is real. It's not a game. And as I experienced the journey for myself, one moment. And as I experienced the journey for myself, it's mind-blowing. It's amazing. To say the least. It's amazing. Once you begin to really get to know yourself and unlock what's been hidden from you for so long. And man, oh man, you gotta trust yourself. And it's the scriptures, right? So everyone knows that, there's something about them. They got them from somewhere. Guess what? They got it from Egypt, family. And created all these different religions, right? So again, to know this, you have to read and understand what was going on with, our ancestors back then, and seeing what's happening now, and how did we get here, and again, the present moment, right? So it's very important to understand why. And I say this again. So as we go through these scriptures and we learn and we grow and we apply the things to our lives, clean it up, right? Live it, right? Put on your white robes, right? Oh man, eat clean, right? Take care of yourself, exercise, right? Meditate, right? Prayer, right? Positive thinking, right? All of those basic things matters, because that's what's gonna raise your consciousness levels up, right? What people seem to be missing, the missing link to it all, is a lot of people are doing that part, right? They're doing that part, right? But the part that I see that a lot of people are missing is having the right knowledge of themselves, knowing their true history, renewing their true history with all the scriptures, and realizing that it's all connected. It was all sent down to our people at some point in time, and it's something that you can learn from and you can grow from, moving on up to understanding what the truth really is and who really procreated us as human beings on the planet, and accepting those facts and that truth for what it is, because it is what it is, and to begin to understand what Earth is, a prison, and begin to break free. It's about what you know. It's about the knowledge. It's about what you know. And of course, it's not all about the knowledge. It's about applying it to your life and living it fully, wholeheartedly, sincerely, working on yourselves and progressing. It's a process. And of course, been living a backwards way of living and moving toward, a state of self-destruction. I know it's hard. I've been there. But you have to decide for yourself. When you're done living out your life that way, you're not going that direction anymore. You want to be moving in the ways of the Most High back up, right? Not going lower and lower, right? It's time to get on up. Time to change your life. Y'all know what direction y'all going, because it's already been written and we've been forewarned. The question is, are we going to listen? We listening? Are we going to listen? Or are we going to continue to keep going down this path of self-destruction? Because people pray and they ask for help all the time. We all do. We pray and we ask for help. Again, but when the help come and present you with all the facts, the scriptures, present you with it all. Now what? What you gonna do with it? Are you gonna apply it to your life? Are you gonna do better? Are you gonna clean up your life? Are you gonna move to your higher self and get out of your lower self? Because you're going to need that soul food, the pamphlets, the peace, the scrolls. You're going to need that to get up out of the mindset, the mentality that we've been in our whole lives. That's what's going to help you break the spell and the chains and the generational curses and things that is embedded and programmed into your minds for a very long time. 6,000 years, right? And so you're going to need to have that information so you can understand what's happening here. And again, you don't want to be left out, right? Because you didn't take the time to know. Or you feel like it wasn't that important because you got all these other things happening in your life, and all of that is important as well. But you also remember that the reason why you're here is you got to make time for the Most High so you can rise up for the event. This is why you're here, and living your life in the ways of the Most High. It's real. And He has appointed unempty Jesus. And by the way, Jesus is in the Holy Tablets as well. He put that word in it as well. People go back and forth about the name. We know where it came from. But also, for people that are still in those different tones and religion, is for them as well. Helping to understand, Yahshua, Tammuz, whore. All of it is our stuff. All of it. And he is appointed over us. From the Most High, he's appointed. In a way, in the truth, in the life. Warning us, letting us know. We must understand and know our history and renew it, so we can get back on track and move in our way of life. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That 9 ether, right? Right. Getting back on track. To understand the science of the nether root. Understanding who we really are. So then we can be able to apply it to our lives even more deeply. But we all have to get in one mind, one accord. How are we going to do that if people are so scattered into many different things, thinking that they didn't found their way? And the truth is, it's all connected. You're missing a piece. All of it is connected. All the noble prophets' messages matter. They matter. All of it. To sum it all up for you, they all matter. And it's all for you to know. Don't get locked into, one religion, because our true way of life is Nuwabu, the science of the nether root, right? But it's good to understand what they come to talk and take it with you and apply it to your life, because it's all a part of it all. We are all one. And once we begin to break the spell fully and stop living in not our way of life. Oh man. Family, I'm telling you, through experience, within my own journey within, you will receive help. Even more. You will receive help. Once you begin to accept that help, oh yeah, you will receive it. Things will be revealed to you in time. Having patience with yourself. This is not a, oh, I got it type of thing and that's all. It's a lifetime and on and on. You will be learning for a lifetime. And on and on. And on and on, right? So it's very important to know that. And once you begin to clean up your life, you're already moving on up in the ways of ascension when you be cleaning up your life and not getting caught up in the traps of the world. That's most definitely will lead you astray. And listening to what the Most High has sent down to you for you to know, so you can understand, overstand, and understand, and know how to move. And our master teacher, Dr. Malachi has taught us that. And we most definitely on the move. Most definitely. Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. We got help. Huh. Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. We got help. Huh. That's right. So as long as you continue to be true to yourself, continue to be true to who you are, breaking away from the traps, breaking away from the ways of the world, Getting rid of your bad habits. Staying away from things that you know is not for your highest good. Avoiding is what it is. You'll be moving on up and getting it right. And that's what it is. Sounds simple, right? So, as we continue to learn more of the right knowledge, as we continue to keep growing and evolving and knowing who we are, as we continue to keep being true to who we are and uplifting each other and not giving up on one another, being one with one another, one sound. It's that simple. No matter what's happening in the outside, in the chaotic world, is peace within, because we know already what it is. That's why it's important to have the right knowledge. Because, again, not to say that the outside and the chaos don't phase you, but you remain peace within because you already know where we at. And you already know what it is. And that right there should make you feel some type of comfort, because you know that the Most High is with you. You know that you have help. You know that they're around. You know you see your angels around. You know. And if you don't, oh yeah, you will. That's why it's so crucial to clean up your life, so you begin to hear again. You begin to hear again. You begin to see again. The inner hear, the inner, seeing, the third eye will be opening once you begin to cleanse yourselves. Because everybody got it. But you gotta cleanse yourself to gain access. And, of course, when I gain access, unless they activate you, if that makes sense. When you're ready, right? And they see what you're doing, they know what you're doing, right? Because everything you do is being recorded, right? They know what you want to do. They know what you do. They see you. The question is, do you see yourself? Do you really want to see yourself? Do you want to see the real you? And it's not about moving in fear. It's about love. Do you want to see the love of yourself? The true essence of you are is love. The Most High is love. And in you, so you are love. Regardless of what's being put out or fed to you, you have to learn how to reprogram your mind. Understand at the end of the day that it's all love. That's the highest knowledge. It's love. And when people begin to move in that love, regardless of what's happening here with this fear and hate they trying to push, you just continue to keep moving in love regardless. Oh man, oh man. You'll be moving up the planes of existence. For sure. All the way up back into the divine love of the Most High. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Knowing that it is all love at the end of the day. So why not spread that love with others? Help other people out. We need it. Be true to who you are. Stand in what you know to be true. You know what's up. And create. Be creative out here. However you want to do it. However you want to get the message across. Be creative out here. Because that's what we're here to do. Be creative. Oh yeah. However we can, get people's attention and let them know. For the people that don't know, the truth is here. If you want to know. So again, family, it's all love. And this message is out of love. We gotta begin to love ourselves first. And then we begin to spread that love to one another and love each other just like we love ourselves. But you gotta break away from the negativity out here in many different ways and many different forms it comes. Try to get you out the path and remove or eliminate those things out your life. If it's any form of negativity and it's not really uplifting you, and it's time to question yourselves and begin to move some furniture around, begin to make some moves. Because what I found out in my journey, at the end of the day, all you got is you and the Most High. Right? Because everybody has to live their journeys out for them, right? And yes, you love everyone else. You do. But you gotta remember also while you're here. So again, that's what I'm saying to you. You gotta remain focused and remember and understand and understand and overstand why you are here. Oh yeah, it's real, family. And the 9 ether forces will begin to help you once we begin to help ourselves. It has to be action before we can get help. And as we keep putting forth action, oh man, our help is here, family. It's here. We out here, family. We out here. Alright now. So continue to keep growing in the knowledge. Continue to keep growing in who you are and being true to your heart and knowing thyself. Continue to be true. Continue to spread the knowledge. Continue to spread the right knowledge. And again, duty calls. I'm being summoned right now. Hear the background. Alright now. So on that note, I'm gonna stop right there. Alright now. Again, if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. On that note, family, again, I hope you all know that you are loved beyond this world. Begin to spread the love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi out. Peace, shalom, hashud, divine love, family, and wadu. And it's all